You're not under arrest. You're just being detained.
Then you're under arrest.
You will go to jail. I'm letting you know. Okay, and that's why you are detained. You're detained. That doesn't mean you're under arrest.
Then you're under arrest.
What's up, guys? It's Greeny. Today we're doing another law enforcement reaction video. And this is one you see all the time now. These auditors, they like to try to get under the skin of the police officers or people on the street or businesses, different things like that. But as a law enforcement officer, you need to know how to handle these situations, not jump the gun, not get too crazy, not let them get under your skin. Well, you also need to not get a preconceived notion of what the situation is before you arrive. Don't make assumptions like this lady in the video I'm about to show you, this woman police officer. Let's get into it.
This dude's casing these banks. So we might want to call robbery if we get him in custody.
Dude's casing the banks. So maybe the call came out like that. I don't know.
They said it's taking videos of like cars and the bank.
This may tell you all you need to know right here. Lights and siren to a call of a man with a camera. Not a good start.
Black male, white t-shirt, gray pants, straw hat. What's going on, sir?
How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number just like who I'm speaking to?
Yeah, it's Officer Hall on 5826. What's going on? Why are you out here filming all this?
I'm just first, let me ID this guy, like his policy says. Can I get your name and badge number, sir, please? Thank you so much for being professional. How can I help you guys?
Well, we got called here because you're videotaping stuff, and they asked you to leave, and you have not.
I didn't go on their property or on their property.
Okay, well, we also received another call from another bank of you doing the exact same thing about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, on the sidewalk.
So what are you doing?
I'm recording.
So he said what he's doing. She hasn't observed any crimes being committed. He's on the sidewalk. He's videotaping. He's cordial.
Why?
I let the guy know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
What's your story?
I have no ill intent. I'm not on you guys' property. I'm on the sidewalk.
Well, what's the story?
I told him I can't say it's not published yet.
Okay, but do you understand how it's weird
Absolutely
to
not.
film a bank?
Absolutely not. Do you understand how it's legal for me to record on the public sidewalk?
Okay, well,
Why
they're
would
saying
you
they
tell
asked
him
you to
that?
leave, and you would not.
Because I'm on the public sidewalk.
You're still in the park.
He explained himself, and you can see what her observations are. He's on the sidewalk. Before she gets both sides of the story and talks to the other people and does her due diligence, let's see how she reacts here.
Lot.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Absolutely own all the way.
Sir, I'm on. Can I get a supervisor right here, please? Let's get a supervisor.
Okay, well, we need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay, then we'll put your hands.
This is an illegal detainment.
It's not. You're not under arrest. You're just being detained.
And you saw my camera.
Hey, look, body cameras are
That's
capturing
illegal.
everything.
Yeah, you stopped my camera. Let's get a supervisor out here.
I will.
Why'd you stop my camera?
Listen, this entire thing is captured
But
on
why'd
body
you
camera.
stop my camera instead of just sitting it down?
So why were you doing this at the other bank too?
I let them know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story on a public sidewalk.
Okay,
There's
well
no
now you've had
expectation of
two
privacy.
different businesses
That's
call on you.
Absolutely fine. This is what I do.
Did you guys ask him to leave?
He was on the sidewalk. I tried, but unfortunately I can't do nothing. He's on the sidewalk. I just did.
So as you'll see here, the security guards are smarter than the cop. I mean, she should know how to do her job. She should know what's illegal and what's legal. And just, I think it's like an ego thing. I don't know what it is, but not good. You'll see.
They're right next to him.
What was this gentleman doing?
When a customer came in and said that he was harassing her out here and recording, facing in the branch, which you cannot do because of security measures,
Right.
I came out and said, hey, you need to stop recording and leave our property. And he refused. He said, I'm on a public sidewalk. I said, no, you're on our property.
Mm-hmm.
You need to leave.
Right.
He said, no, I have a right to be here. And I said, you need to stop recording. He refused. I said, I will call security. So I went in to call security. These two came out to talk to him to try to get him to leave.
Stop recording, just to leave.
Customer comes in and she says he's bothering her. Did she say what he's doing?
Said he's recording, which
And
is
taking pictures.
we're doing a dual control audit, and so I came out when that happened.
Okay, so you came out, you said, hey, you can't be recording, you need to leave, and what is he? And he just says, I'm not leaving. And you said you asked him twice?
I asked him twice, and I told him I was going to call security, and he told me to go ahead. So I did. He basically.
At this point, she's getting their side of the story, but she should also educate them that, if he's on a public sidewalk, he does have a right to take photos, take videos. There's no, because it's a bank, it's not like a protected area. There's no such thing. Anything you can see with your eyes, you can videotape in America.
They did the same thing.
Do you guys want him trespassed?
Yep.
Like if he comes back, he'll go to jail?
Yep.
Okay.
He was recording, asking where the employees parked.
He asked Bob where the employees parked so he could record our vehicles and plates.
So listen,
You guys are
what's your information? You have to give it. Now,
reasonable, articulable, suspicious. Failure to ID is a secondary crime. I got to first commit a crime to have to identify.
okay, can I tell you what's going on? Will you listen
Why
to me?
am I detained?
Okay, I will tell you. So this
Say the crime.
manager said that a customer came in and complained that you were videotaping her. So she came out. I'm just going to tell you what I've been told. This manager said, hey, sir, you cannot videotape. This is a bank. You need to leave. And you said, nope, I'm going to continue to do this. And then she asked you again and said, you have to leave.
From public.
I'm getting a security officer stood right from the store.
Okay. Yes, they said all of that from public, from the sidewalk.
That's not the sidewalk. They
You
own that.
no, I was on the side.
She says you were over
Let me be
here.
quiet. But you cuffed me without them saying, show me. I got camera. I can show you where I was standing. It's all okay.
Okay, well, I have to get your information, sir.
Absolutely
This is
not.
an investigation.
Absolutely not.
Then you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's under arrest. He was detained. Now he's under arrest for what I'm not sure.
Okay, we waiting for the supervisor.
He's coming, or she's coming.
Okay. They can't just say I was doing it. What if they said I was inside their building? You're not going to investigate that?
I didn't say you're in the building.
I got everything recorded. What if she said I was inside the building? She wouldn't even check.
This call comes out. He's videotaping stuff.
All right, this is the Sarge, and he drives me nuts. This guy drives me nuts. His brain's at the right spot, but he's like in just slow motion. I mean, this guy's already hooked up, handcuffed. He's already under arrest, according to her, and he's just, slow motion. I know, when I'm a supervisor and I get to a situation, if I'm thinking, something ain't right here, like my officer arrested somebody, not legally, didn't have the correct information, didn't have the correct probable cause to arrest somebody, I'd react, I think, a little quicker than this guy. I mean, just judge for yourself. Let me know. Leave me a comment.
And then there's a pending call from 40 minutes ago. She was supposed to dupe it. He's doing the same thing at a bank off Ward Parkway. They called, videotaping, blah, blah, blah. So manager here says that he's out front. A lady comes into the store and complains on him and said he's videotaping whatever. So she walks out. She says, sir, this is a bank. We have like security measures. You can't videotape the bank. And she's like, you have to leave. And he says, nope, not leaving. And she's like, okay, well, you have to. She told him twice to leave, so she's going to get security. They come out here and he's just videotaping. Won't give me his information. Why is he videotaping banks? And they asked him to leave twice, and he refused to leave.
Are we arresting for trespassing or citing him for trespassing?
So whatever you think. I just think it's, why would you be videotaping these banks?
No,
But he has to give his information, and he's refusing to give information.
No, I understand for...
Why would he be videotaping? To get this reaction that you're giving him. Don't these departments train these people anymore? I retired in 2011 from the actual police department I worked at before I worked for the federal government. And, we knew about these auditors and the open carry people, all these types of things back then, handle it the right way. I mean, this is 2026. There's 1,000 million videos online of this. You don't know how to handle this type of situation. And you'll see she knows what's going on, but she just, her ego's too hurt to handle things the right way.
Detaining him to get his information, but I mean, are they going to press any charges for trespassing?
She says they would. As soon as we got here, he's like asking for all of our information, and then finally, when he wouldn't give us anything, I said, "Hey, man, you're being detained." And then he immediately was just like, "Supervisor." He's kind of playing this whole weird. I don't know if he's doing like a lot of people on social media, where like you walk up and they're just immediately.
Right.
Yep.
So if he wants to talk to you, then maybe if we have a fingerprint reader,
And I just came out today doing some public photography. I'm an independent journalist here gathering content for a story. I've only been on the sidewalk. The bank did approach me and asked me what was I doing. I let them know I was just recording. I have no intent to go in their bank or on their property. They said they just don't even want me recording the bank. I told them I am an independent journalist gathering content for story. I said, you give me your business card, I can email you the story. I came down this sidewalk as well. They told me I cannot record their drive-through or their cars. I say, hey, I'm on a public sidewalk. You can't trust my eyes. Anything I see in public, I can record. They said they dispatching their security to come and escort me. I said his job is to observe and report. So they gave you a call. And when they gave them these guys a call, when they came out, instantly she's just more concerned on why am I recording on a public sidewalk more than, hey, he has every right to do what he's doing. He's not on you guys' property on the public sidewalk. And I seen they don't know how to handle a situation like this, public photography, so I asked for you.
I appreciate it. Well,
It's embarrassing. This sergeant should be embarrassed of his officer, how she's handling the situation. It gets worse.
The situation we're determining now is whether you were on their property.
I got the video, and I'm sure they got surveillances too, so they're going to have to show you on the surveillance.
Well, they don't have to show necessarily me, but they're going to have to show the court.
Oh, yeah, and I got it recorded too. So
Just want to confirm what he said is he never came on the property. He was always on the sidewalk.
Here, let's go talk to him. So 8520 Ward Parkway at 2.
Because, I mean, he has every right to film.
Right.
He has every right.
Right.
See?
But she said that he was up here. And this is your property?
All of this. As far as I know, we own all of this.
I mean, this is a
From an
public
image.
sidewalk.
From an image from our corporate offices, this is property that we own all the way down to the back parking lot and around.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a city easement on, I mean, at your house, my house, here.
I'd say, like, prima facie evidence. If he's walking down the sidewalk, it's public, like he says, an easement. How do they think they own the sidewalk? Maybe the property line does go somewhere and they own the sidewalk, but usually a sidewalk's public property. But this is kind of where it's a little bit questionable here, but still, can't be cuffing people up until you get down to the bottom of this situation. Got to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime was committed. And we're just talking about a petty trespass. He's not even committing a crime till he's told he's trespassing, and then if he comes back, so it's not even a crime yet.
I mean, him filming from a city sidewalk is much different than him being inside your lobby.
Right. Which I get. That was the customer saying.
I understand
yeah.
that.
I get, but we don't
what
like
the
it.
Institution is. I mean,
Sorry.
It's weird, and
Yeah.
whether he's doing a story or not,
Right.
I don't know.
And then to go from one bank to another after we just
And ask
had-
where employees park to record their cars and plates.
So how did he ask that if he
We
never?
asked him.
He asked me specifically where the employees parked.
Where were you? Where did that happen?
I walked with him back along here.
I mean, obviously, hopefully you didn't answer him. I mean, but
No, I told him that I didn't give him any of that information.
I told him he
But
can't
then he
record
started
any cars
walking
in our
over
parking lot.
and recording all
problem
the
is, I mean, he can stand.
Yeah.
I mean, he can stand across the street and still do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if he came on your property,
If
and are
he drove, I don't know where he parked.
and are willing to,
He did come up. I don't know if he stepped. I don't know where that
Right.
begins. If he touched this area, whether he stayed on there. But
Well, I
he
mean,
was
you guys
up
got
against his
cameras,
window.
I just feel like,
I mean, I have no problem documenting it.
he has to, I think he has to identify himself.
You think what?
We'll talk about it.
You don't have his information?
So, no, that's what I'm telling you. He won't give it. And I'm telling you he's being detained because it's an investigation.
No, I understand that.
And that's what I'm getting at, is he will not give it to me.
I mean, if you're investigating a crime, sure, detain the person, but she still hasn't articulated any type of crime. I hate when I work with people, or if people worked under my command and they thought they could just interpret the law any way that they wanted. There's a correct and an incorrect interpretation.
It's just a classic case of Casey.
I mean, it is, but it's very.
And the fact that he was just at another branch, another bank.
And what happened at that one, do you know?
No, I was just saying that he just came from another bank.
I mean, isn't it obvious what he's doing? Can't they just say to them, no, he's just trying to get your goat, okay? Just ignore the guy, okay? If he's not on your property, just ignore him. He's not breaking the law. How hard is it?
I'm saying,
I mean, if
you're
they
detained.
want to-
This is an investigation. He at least has to identify himself.
I mean, if he was breaking the law, I mean, that's what that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if he's minding his own business, we can't go grab someone off the bus stop and say, give me your information. I mean, if he was breaking the law, I mean, that's what that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if he's minding his own business, we can't go grab someone off the bus stop and say, give me your information. I mean, just because they don't like the fact that he was filming from a sidewalk doesn't make it illegal.
So, I think they got it figured out, right? He's not under arrest anymore, or is she going to unarrest him, arrest him? You'll see.
If that's what I'm trying to determine, if he came on their property, then let's hook him up for trespassing and we'll get his information out. But that's going to be something that they're willing to do. I mean, that's not us. I mean, they're the one that's going to have to go to court.
Well, I think we won't be able to. There's no real argument on what's their property and what's not, because they don't know. They're claiming this is all, like you said, this is obviously a sidewalk, but they're claiming
that's their claim. I mean, if they want to go to court with that claim, then they can. I mean,
yeah.
So he's Sarge wants to put the onus on the bank here.
My thing is, I would like to be able to document this, but I feel like we have to get his information.
and if you have a crime, I agree. That's what I'm trying to figure out is whether we have a crime or not. It's kind of the day and age we're in.
If you want to file a charge for trespassing, you would have to go to court and state that this is your property.
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah, because,
It's a sidewalk.
right.
Yeah. I would just, my only concern is just him coming.
So all this, and they don't want to press charges. They can't say that that's their property. So it should be over and done with, right?
Back and then now
So this is
having our information.
Okay.
Or following any of us home.
So we're obviously going to tell him
He's got to
he's trespassed. And he comes back here, calls, and then that's an arrestable offense.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Okay, listen,
Arrestable
sir.
offense if he goes on the
They want to
property.
trespass.
I wasn't on their property.
I'm telling
cannot
you.
trespass my eyes from public property.
I'm telling you right now, if you come back to this business,
She's so hard-headed. What a bonehead. Uncuff them and say, just stay on the sidewalk. Don't go on their property. You don't got to be all tough guy, lady.
you will go to jail.
Your
I'm letting you
directives. I
know.
don't have to listen to your directives, ma'am. I'm on a public sidewalk. You cuffed me. I waited on you. We waiting on your supervisor, and you cuffed me.
To be detained.
That's illegal, minus no crime.
That's not. We're investigating
We'd
a
love
possible
to
crime.
document this if we can have your information.
Say stop.
We're investigating what's going on.
But that ain't how an investigation works. You do not cuff them minus no crime. You didn't have no crime. You didn't have the information yet.
They were claiming there was a crime.
That's say so. That's hearsay.
Okay, and that's why you are
Y'all are
detained.
professionals.
That's what they do.
Actually, right from the get-go, the security said that he's on the sidewalk. There's nothing they could do. So it's she's just trying to make shit up.
Okay, you're detained. That doesn't mean you're under arrest.
It's okay.
Well, I have to get your information.
Absolutely
This is an
not.
investigation.
Absolutely not.
Then you're under arrest.
No, I'm not. I know. Trust. If you guys are that's bad on you.
Okay, so why don't you want to give your information if you want to act this way?
This arrest because I don't.
You're
have
being
to.
detained.
So he's been detained 3 times, under arrest twice. I mean, this lady is just a liability. She's a liability. And Sarge's just standing there. This is what I'm talking about. He was kind of on the right track to begin with, but now he's just letting it go way too long. I mean, this is ridiculous.
You're not under arrest.
I mean, we can document this whole situation.
Okay.
Oh, he's not on
Let
it.
me stop talking. This is all educational purposes. That's why I did not give you my name. I'm doing the story and I'm educating people as I'm doing my story. You do not have to give your name to an officer minus no crime.
Okay, I knew that's why you were doing this, just to try to get us.
Oh,
So
she
you
knew.
knew that, and you said, I'm not trying to get aroused on you. I didn't call you here. I let you know what I was doing. I said, look, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I said, you should be telling them he has every right to stand on the public sidewalk.
Okay.
But what you do? What you do?
Detained you because they're
Illegal.
saying You could be
And
detained by
arrested
the
on
police when we're
It's not
investigating
illegal,
something.
Not illegal, man.
Right, but here's the reason why you were is because they say you committed a crime.
I'm telling her I did. I can show you. I said I can show you my. I
Well,
can show
we
you
put
the
it on
recording.
them if they want to file
Hey,
charges.
and that's a
And that's a crime, and that's going to be on them. The lawsuit is on them as well. So,
What did they decide to do?
here
Are
I
they arresting
come.
for trespass?
You can't trespass my eyes. Anything I see in public, I can.
Okay, I'm letting you know though, they want you trespassed. So I'm saying if you come back to the bank, you will go to
I
jail.
wasn't at the bank.
Okay, you're not under. You can take running handcuffs. You're not under arrest right now, but I'm telling you, they want you verbally trespassed.
I'm not at
So
the
if
bank.
we leave and you come back,
I'm not at the bank.
I'm saying if you
You can't
come back
just
to
tell
the bank.
somebody they're under arrest twice,
I never
handcuff
was at the
them.
bank.
All right,
and
well you
then
understand.
unarrested.
You'll
Like-
go to jail if you come back.
Let's just
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Embarrassing. All right, guys, embarrassing for that department. If I was the chief, I'd be embarrassed. I mean, I definitely would have her counseled. She'd probably get a couple days off. I don't know, maybe some discipline. She probably got sued. Who knows? I don't know. It's just, as somebody that did this job a long time, it's just when I watch people that just are so ill-equipped to handle the job, it just drives me nuts. So you'll be seeing more of this type of content. It just, this is my new thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the algorithm is just bombarding my feed because I watched a few of these videos, but you know, I'm just going to do this. And I've been approached by some people. I just saw a guy in the street like, oh, I like these police videos, you know, so I'll just keep doing it. It's entertaining to me. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. See you guys in the next video. If you subscribe, it'll really help push the video out. I do appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video.